Hey, good morning, guys. Let's get ready. It's Monday. I have my coffee. If you watched my eyeshadow palette wish list or whatever you want to call it, I made a list the other day based on eyeshadow palettes that I had at the top of my mind that I could think of, and I kind of like did it in a way where each palette would go a certain color. If yes, I was gonna buy it. No, I'm not gonna buy it, or I'm still on the fence. Anyway, Sigma Ambience was on there as a yes, I'm gonna buy it, and I did in fact buy it. I wasn't meaning to buy it right away, but our daughter needed something, and I just ordered it from Amazon because it came in like last night, and I had this palette in my wish list, so I just ordered it at the same time. So I did go ahead and order the Sigma Ambience. I know lots of people are fans of Sigma, lots of people are not fans of Sigma. I don't really have much I don't have like really much to say because I only have one of their smaller palettes, and I do like it. It's nothing to call home about, I will say that, but I do like the color stories, that some of the color stories that Sigma has. I did have the cool neutrals on my wish list, but after I removed that one. I don't know. After looking at different photos of it online, I removed it. But this one, I like that it comes with a brush. But yeah, I mean, it looks like this. It's a warm palette. So I'm going to use this today, but we are going to get into the face. I'm going to start with some Say Super Glowy Gel. Grace had her first sleepover last night. She's 14. When I say first sleepover, I mean first sleepover outside of family. She stayed the night at a relative's once, but she did not sleep. Because it wasn't home. I don't know if she slept last night. I'm hoping she did fall asleep. And yes, it's a school night, but we're trying to do the same rules. We don't want to have different rules for our daughter than what we have for our son. So, like yesterday, she took off and went to the mall. The only thing she did yesterday was we said, if you go from one place to another, let us know beforehand to make sure we're okay with it. Well, she waited till after the fact, and we told her this is your one and only time for that. You need to let us know, because we're living in a city with like 1.2 or over 1 million people. It's not like we're living in a little village. We're living in a big city where we know nobody and nobody knows you, and she doesn't know her way around besides her own neighborhood. The Rimmel multitasker, better than filters. So she's 14 though. We're trying to, I would consider us helicopter parents to a certain extent. We are very protective, not because we're arseholes or anything, but when we think about the things that we did, I did more than my husband. We're kind of surprised that there's not like a Lifetime show about me, or that I'm not on Unsolved Mysteries. So because of that, and what I know, the shit that I got into and places I went and that with strangers, kind of been like that with even with David. It's like, can I go to my friend's house? Okay. Parents' phone number, and we want the full address. Otherwise, no. So we did the same with Grace. She's like, can we go to her aunt's? All right. Aunt's phone number, address. Can we go to her grandmother's? Sure. A phone number and address. Can we go to her dad's? Sure. Phone number and address. And I told her, it's just in case Because nowadays, like my husband and I were saying, nowadays isn't the same as when we were kids. I mean, a lot of things the same, but it's also different. So, like I told Grace, things can happen in an instant. Some of the nicest people are some of the evilest people. But yeah, so her and her friend met up at their school. And then her grandmother supposedly drove them to the mall. I don't know if her grandmother actually did. But they were supposed to stay at the mall until Matt went to pick them up around 6. But what happened? Oh, I think we were trying to reach Grace, be like, hey, Dad's coming to get you. She wasn't answering her phone, which a rule is if you're not home, the ringer needs to be on and phone fully charged. Hey, Miss Luna. Get 1 sec, guys. What are you getting at? Hey? What are you getting at? This? Are you trying to get at these? Sorry, guys. 1 sec. I'm not sure what that sound was, but she was getting at something back there. But, yeah, and she has a charger with her. I gave her a charger so that she's able to charge her phone when she's away from home. But she wasn't answering, so I texted her friend she was with, and I was like, hey, can you tell Grace to answer, please? And, of course, Grace was texting, like, 2 seconds later. But, apparently, they left the mall and were at the train station, and I was like, excuse me? Well, I was going to tell you. I was like, yeah, but our deal was you have to tell before you go or before you leave the place you originally were at. I'm going to use the L'Oreal Infallible. This stuff's almost gone, I think. Infallible Pro Glow. Anyway, she texted me this morning. She stayed the night at a friend's. I told her, don't want to make a habit of her sleeping out on school nights. I did meet her friend yesterday, though. Just briefly, she came in right quick. Try not to put too much of this on like I usually do. Huh? She's feeling better this morning. She was at the bathroom door meowing and scratching, which she hasn't done in like 2 days. So, Luna, what's today, Monday? Saturday, she was running around Zoomies all day, having the time of her life. I come home from work, Matt, or was this Saturday?
Yes.
I didn't work Saturday. I don't know where we came from, but we came home.
Yeah, 'cause you were working until 9.
I didn't work Saturday, it was Friday. Yep. I think Matt and I went to the store or something. All I know is Saturday, Luna was all fine and dandy. And, actually, it might have started Friday. Maybe it was Friday night. I come home from work. No, actually, it wasn't Friday night. Was it?
No. It was
Saturday?
Yeah, it was
Saturday. We're all here. Luna's playing with Grace. Matt and I went, took a shower, come back out. Grace had already gone to her room before. Like, after she was done with her and Luna playing, she went to her room. Then Matt and I went for a shower. We come out, and Luna's all of a sudden walking like she's drunk. So, that was the only thing she was doing. She was walking like she was drunk, or like she just was coming off anesthesia or something. So we watched her all night because she got quiet and stuff. She wasn't eating much. Same with Saturday. Saturday morning we got up. We noticed she was definitely walking a lot better. She wasn't walking like she was drunk. But she was still walking a little bit odd. Pretty quiet Saturday. She did eat a little bit. Yesterday though, as yesterday progressed and went on, she was eating more, drinking more, started meowing. By last night, she's back to her running around and stuff like that, playing. And then this morning, like she did puke a couple times yesterday, we cleaned it up. And then this morning, of course, she was back to, well, she's back to running around, getting into mischief. I Googled what was happening. It said just to watch her. But we Googled what could cause that all of a sudden. Of course, vestibular issues, but she is a Siamese cat, and it does say Siamese cats do tend, like they're one of those breeds that do get vestibular issues or problems. It could have been a one and done vestibular issue where she just dizzy. She's dizzy for a bit. I just feel like that came on super fast, but then it was gone. Then we're all like, well, did she hit her head or something? Or no idea. I do wish cats could talk so we could be like, hey, what were you doing before? She was definitely dizzy or lightheaded, whatever you want to call it. So we're going to bring it up to the vet. See what the vet says. Because like we even Googled like, could she have eaten something she shouldn't have eaten? We tend to pick up after ourselves. Not in Grace's room though. Grace's room is... I don't like Luna going in there because Grace's room is... who knows what's in there. But I don't know if Grace took her in there that night or not. And then I was like... Matt and I were thinking like maybe she ate something. Like maybe somebody dropped something off something on the floor and forgot about it. And Luna ate it. But then Matt said he was ruling out her hitting her head because she was letting him scratch her ears and all that. And she was still pooping and peeing. And then of course Matt and David's like, oh, maybe she's got a brain tumor and talking about her dying. And I was like, what? Like, why go to like the worst thing possible? Why can't you guys just be like, oh, she's having a dizzy spell or whatever? Anyways, still keeping an eye on her, even though she seems to be back to her normal self this morning. Still watching her just in case. Okay, I did empty out my makeup bag. Is this the one I want to use this morning? Or I've got Bright Side. Is this one Bright Side or Happy Soul? Happy Soul. This is the one that's warmer. So this is the warmer shade of the Rare Beauty. This comes with 0.25 ounces for Rare Beauty. Same amount as Fenty, but Fenty's like way more expensive. I know not everybody cares. That's fine. What are you playing with? You got a toy down there? So I'm working the 11 to 7:30 shift today, which means I am on cooking shift today. And then tomorrow I'm working 9:30 to 6, which means I'm on sandwich shift tomorrow. I'm not guaranteed to do a get ready with me tomorrow, but we'll see. Sometimes I still do, even when I gotta get up super early. My alarm was set for 7:30 this morning. I started waking up before 7, but I was still in and out of sleep. And then, of course, I heard my phone, like somebody was texting, and I was like, get out of there. Hey, did you get up here last night? I just noticed that perfume's knocked over. And it was Grace texting me good morning. So I got up. I see your little, hi. Hello. I put some Merit on. Tell me why I have another shade of this Merit in my on my wish list now. One that is a different color and much lighter. Even though I feel like they would all look the same. Matt was out here when I was doing my video too, and I was talking about, like, should we be looking at how much product is in a product and compare it with other products that are same price or cheaper or a few bucks more that have more product and stuff. And he was like, if you really like a product, I was like, okay, but if you had a product that's $45, but a makeup product, not skincare, like, let's just say that Fenty matchstick. It is one of my favorites. Mostly because of the color, but I feel like I could get that color from another brand that has, you know, same price, more product, or less price, same product. Matt's like, and I think Andy said the same thing too. If you really like the product and you're going to use it up, maybe just continue buying it. I don't know. I guess it would depend on how fast. Like, I suppose with powdered products, I wouldn't mind because it's not like I'm going through powdered products a lot. But if I were to one day decide that I want to knock my makeup down to just the things that I'm continuously using and gravitating for and grabbing for, then I would probably stop buying other stuff and just continuously buy the things that I really like and am going through. But, like, say you have like a powdered highlighter that you really like and it's the only one you're using, are you going to be committed to just repurchasing that expensive product that doesn't get a whole lot of product in it continuously? Look at my skin. I like it. I mean, and we're not like rich either. We both work. Our bills not like get paid stuff, food on the table. Even if we were rich, I still don't think I'd want to, I like how my skin's looking, spend like, I don't know guys. I'm just trying to look at my spending habits differently and stuff, and like, hey, is it worth it spending this amount of money on this product? I feel like there's a hair hanging down here somewhere. Like, I want to do my eyebrows next. I was over here at my, this stuff's not gonna fit in here right now. I was over here last night diddly daddling, and I think I redid my 2 drawers here. Yeah, I did. And I might actually redo these drawers again. Part of me is contemplating removing everything out of the 2 drawers right here, because to get a good idea of what you actually gravitate towards and grabbing for, wouldn't it be nice to have an empty drawer or two? And then like, oh, putting blush on, and you go to your collection and grab blush and put it in the drawer. And then like, hey, do you end up grabbing another brush throughout the week, or do you just continue using the same one you have? Like, I don't know. I have that thought. I think I'm going to use an eyelash curler today too. But I do have all those little purple baskets in one drawer now. This one's with lip products. The rest of the lip products are all put away. This one has powdered products, so like bronzer. Is there a bronzer in here? Yeah, bronzer. Which actually, I want to use this bronzer today. My L'Oreal Infallible. Blush, I'm not sure what I want to use yet. But I have several baskets in here. One with cream products, 2 with powders, 1 with lip stuff. Yes, let's do my eyebrows, and then after. I did declutter some stuff yesterday, and it's already in the trash. It was mostly mascaras that I didn't like. And then some other stuff I decluttered. I have them in a makeup bag in my drawer. I never tossed them. They're products that someone else can use. Okay, let's grab an eyebrow pencil. I'll use this one. So here is, where did I put the sharpener? Here it is. And then I took all my nude sticks out of the purple basket because I was running out of space, and I put all my nude sticks, cream shadow sticks, in here. Just so that they're easier to get at. I am going to sharpen this because I want this to be a bit more pointy. This is the Essence Eyebrow Designer. Oops, this one is in the shade 04 Blonde. Hello. Hello. There's no window behind that. That's just a curtain. I'm thinking of eventually taking down this flower. Technically, it's a huge tablecloth that I got from Winners, but I'm eventually going to take that down, and I think I want to put something up on the wall there. Either a shelf or something. Already got my lunch packed. I made we barbecued steaks yesterday. Well, we only had 2 big steaks, but I was kind of like thinking, let's do like a shrimp and steak rice bowls. So that's kind of what we did. I made a corn on the cob on that barbecued steak, and then in a frying pan, I threw garlic butter in there with some Parmesan seasoning, and I threw in green beans and shrimp. Oh, get out of there. Yeah, get out of there. You're going to get all tangled up. Get. Come on. You can't go in there. You're going to get all tangled up. That's all cords, kiddo. Hey. You trying to find something else to get into? Yeah. Alright, eyebrows are... That one looks kind of weird. I need to remind myself too. I don't want to sit here too long because I do gotta go eat in that as well. Do I have a... Where's my eyebrow gel? The Kosas one. I think I took the NYX Stick It, whatever you want to call it. I think I took that one out. Cause I don't really fussy that one. This is the Kosas. It's a clear brow gel. Kosas Air Brow. I do like this one. Alright, I am going to put on some of this L'Oreal Infallible bronzer. And I'll use this big fluffy... I did wash my brushes, so they're currently actually on the kitchen counter drying. Because I washed them all last night after supper. I was doing the dishes and I was like, I might as well just wash my brushes now. So that means today I'm going to be using random brushes. This is the L'Oreal Infallible. It's one of my favorite bronzers. Soft matte bronzer in the shade 200 Fair. Because I do tend to buy the lightest shade in a lot of things. Although, Matt and I, we were watching Chris's video last night. She was doing a full face of new products. And I was like, am I as light as Chris? And he said, no, you look more peachy. And I was like, you saying I look orange? He's like, no, just peachy. I was like, yellow? He's like, no, not yellow. He just said, Chris is definitely a lot paler. Even though I find I look... I mean, I do have to buy the lightest shades in a lot of stuff. So I don't know what he means when he says I look peachy. I was like, is it because I have red in my face? Because I do. But when Chris did her bronzer, I was like, shit. She should have done the old dab and then on. Why are you buying medium, Chris? When you say you bought the medium, did you already buy the lightest shade for the LOYS bronzer? And didn't like the shade of it? I was contemplating buying that one, but I do have two of the Rare Beauties, so I want to use those up first. I don't want to have too many cream products just because like now I know I have quite a bit of, I mean I don't have like a ton, but I have enough cream blush products, cream and liquid, so I kind of want to be careful with how much creams I bring in. I think I'm going to do my eyes before I go into blush and highlighter. I want to put something on my lips right quick. What does this look like? This is REM. I don't remember my thoughts on this one. It feels like a very thin formula. It's in the shade, it's called Glossy Balm. It's in the shade Cherry Cola. I can't remember if I said I didn't fussy it, but that was a first impression. I might take this. I'm going to keep this one out, I think, because I put this in the basket here for a reason. This looks like it could go with a lot of looks. You know what I feel like it is? I'm going to have to just use less of it. Definitely glossy. I wish I had a bit more pigment. For it being cherry cola, it's not very cherry cola. But we'll see. It smells good. It feels kind of thick. Like, it feels... You put it on, it feels like it's thin, but you give it a second, it feels thick. Alright, let's get into the eyeshadow palette. Sweet. Alright, we're going to start with the shade Days. Just put that all over, so this shade up here. It's definitely going to be a warm look today. I was looking at the Quarter Rosa and don't want that one. I thought maybe I wanted that one because I do like the color story, but the Quarter Rosa, no. I don't think I would get as much use out of it as I think I would. In fact, I may be rethinking the Natasha Denona I Need a Warm palette, but we will see. I really like her formula. I like how easy her palettes are. I Need a Warm palette. You know, you could just go in there, use one shade, and be done. I do believe I have her palette. If I'm going to get that one, I'm going to order it directly from her site because I'm going to use somebody's code. The palette's like $100 or something like that. Canadian. Once you do the exchange rate and stuff. But I can get the palette for $89.50 with a code. And then it would come to like $101 with the shipping afterwards. So that's either going to be the next palette I get, or I might just wait since it is newer and get the ABH Rose Metals, because that one I feel like is going to be the next palette to disappear. And yeah, I do want to get the Rose Metals, and I did remove the Romantic Rich or Rich Romance or whatever. I removed that. I don't think I want that one anymore. I'm going to go into Basque, which is right here. Too bad the Urban Decay palettes weren't done with their pans like this instead of the skinny strips. I feel like that's kind of why I don't buy Urban Decay. Like, what are your thoughts on Urban Decay eyeshadows? I said I wasn't going to buy the Urban Decay basic palette, but part of me is like, why don't you? I know I would use it. I just don't like the pan sizes. I'm just dipping into here. And I'm kind of putting this in the crease, but above the crease, so I have some color up here. My hair may actually stay how it is right now for work. I just have it twisted, and I have like a butterfly hair clip keeping it up. I'm gonna go back into that first shade and just put that above. Like, if you have a Sigma palette, what's your favorite palette? Like the Enchanted one, I feel like I would enjoy that one. But realistically, how much use would I get out of it? There's so many palettes that I'm like, yes, I would like to have that one. That's why I made my list. But it's like, how much use would I actually get out of it? I'm going to go into Summer Solstice. So this one right here. Gonna try and keep this one actually down in the crease and not go too high with it. I'm only dipping with this just because I only have one Sigma palette, the small one. I do like it. I feel like I like the color story more so than the formula, but I need to play with the formula. Yeah, now that I have my list made for eyeshadows and what ones I really want, what ones I'm not going to get, and then the ones I'm on the fence about, I feel like some of the ones that I do want, like I marked that I'm going to get them, I'm now reconsidering. Because I definitely don't want to buy palettes for the sake of buying palettes. At the end of the day, all makeup expires. It all goes bad. I do feel like eyeshadow does tend to last quite a long time though. Nothing extra on here. I'm just making sure I'm blending it. I'm going to take that same shade, Summer Solstice, and put that on the lower lash line. For instance, a palette that I feel like I might be reconsidering not buying, even though it's in my cart on I Feel Beautiful, is a Bella Beauté Smoky... Crap, what's the actual name of it? Eden knows what palette I'm talking about. Because now I'm thinking that's a huge palette. Like, it's really big. Do I want ginormous palettes in my collection? Because I feel like, now that I'm thinking about it, I feel like the bigger the palette, the more shades there are, the more decision fatigue I'm going to get by looking at it and being like, what do I do? Even though that palette that I'm thinking of, I wanted it for a long time. I'm going to go back into Summer Solstice, dip into there, and I'm going to dip into Oasis or Enrich. I'll go into this one right here, Oasis. Or, sorry, Enrich. I'm just going to blend these out here on the outer part and up a little bit. So yeah, even though I made my eyeshadow palette wish list of what I said I was going to get, what I'm contemplating, and what I'm not going to get, there's at least one or two of the ones I said I was going to get that I'm now reconsidering. Based on their size and how many shades there are, I'm going to go back to the first shade, that white shade, and just blend out over here. I know, I was talking about having my lunch already made, and then I start I switched to something else right quick. Alright, I could definitely make it darker out there, which I'll do shortly. I'm going to go into shimmer. Let's see. Let's do like a basic shimmer first, and then we'll go one more sparkly. I'm going to go into... These are pretty. I'm going to go into Lust. Okay, here's Luster. Here's Firefly. Do I want to use these two? Here's Marigold. I feel like it's kind of hard to see what these look like. They're all three are very pretty. I'm gonna go into Luster and take that across first. And then, yeah, so we'll start with Luster. And then I'm gonna go into, I think, Marigold. This, ooh, that's a very pretty color. That's dark though. I don't want that on my inner. Let's go into Marigold and put that over the top. Just to add some extra. It's not like super sparkly, I tell you that. But it's nice and soft. The Ambiance, the Corda Rosa, I find that one just too red, too, I don't know, it's too something. Bright, bold. I like the look of this one. When I seen this one, I was like, I could get the same vibes from ABH, where you get pigment and stuff, but you can like make soft looks with it. I'm going to go back into Enrich and Summer Solstice. Just dip those together. Just have them out here so it's a little bit smoky out here. Then I go back into the first color and then just go right here. I don't know if you guys could see this look or not. It's shimmery, but it's not like sparkle or glitter galore. It's like a nice soft look. I'm going back in with Marigold. Just a little bit. Formula does feel nice. I'm not seeing, there's a little fallout on the bottom. So I think I'm going to call the eyes done. I am going to take my sponge just across the top here. I'm going to keep the brush for this palette in the palette. I feel like I could use a little bit more in my eyebrows. So that's that. I will play around with this palette. Definitely some more. My coffee is going cold. I think today I'm going to use Cali Ray because it's here. I want to get this one used up. But I also think I want to add a little bit more color to my eyebrows. See them and seeming like they're disappearing. It's because I have a very light shade on. Sometimes I don't like it when I almost like having my eyebrows a little bit darker when I'm doing my eyeshadow. I don't know. Does that look better? I think so. There. I still need to dye my hair. I do have hair dye. I just haven't gotten around to it. I might actually color my hair tomorrow after work because I have Wednesday off. Pretty sure I have Wednesday off anyways. Okay, let's do mascara and then we'll finish off the face. I said I was gonna curl my lashes. I won't be home for supper today, so I took out a, I do make freezer meals from time to time if I have time. And so I took out a chicken Alfredo that Matt and the kids can throw in the oven and have for supper. It's already like pre-cooked, but so that they can heat it up all at once. They can just throw it in the oven. La, da, 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 da. Did anybody do anything interesting over the weekend? We did not. We did minimal cleaning. Just hung out all weekend. This one is drying out. I will say with this mascara, I think I like the wand because it's so skinny but fluffy. I feel like I've been working on this one for a while. I got it in one of those mascara kits where you get like several minis. But this one's drying out on me. It's not working. It's not going on the way it was before. I do think this might be one of Chris's favorites. I'm pretty sure. Does anybody use anything other than Cali Ray's mascara from that line? I meant to go check it out and see what else they actually have. And is Cali Ray from a celebrity? Or no? Why do I feel like Cali Ray is a celebrity makeup line? Alright, so there's the eye makeup. So I just blush. Definitely need some blush. Because I like blush. Alright, let's use... I'm going to put some bubbly on from LYS. This stuff is pigmented. I'm just going to do a little bit like that. But then it's like, what? Take this random brush and just pounce it in. Okay, now what would be a nice powdered blush to go over this with? Secondly, did I take out any powdered blushes? I'm pretty sure I did. I took out these two Rare Beauty ones. Do we really consider these blushes or just toppers? I feel like I could definitely do this one over this today. And then I could just skip doing I definitely don't want to use a stippling brush. I don't have any. I have to use this Juvia's Place brush. I don't have any fluffy brushes because my brushes are all washed, so they're drying. Crap. just use this. Over. Very pinky highlighty though, this one. I guess it's okay. I do need to use these up. This is one of those products, these Rare Beauty things, once these are, I'm done with them, I'm not repurchasing any. At least not the ones that have, I mean, you know what? This one's kind of pretty though. So maybe I would, I don't know. No, I don't have blush blindness. I actually like a lot of blush. Even though this one's more of a, I think, a topper. But there's enough pigment in it to use it as a blush. And if you think it's too much, just go over with your sponge. Just go around the edges or whatever. I probably should fix my hair. I'll probably just slick it back into a bun. Anyways, this is today's makeup look. Yeah, this is a powder blush in the shade Cheer. This one, it's, to me, it's not, I mean, you could use it as a blush. It's very highlighty. Between the two, I think I like Cheer more. The other one that I have is Hope. It's nice, but I like Cheer better between the two. So if I had to pick one, am I gonna do anything else to my face? Not today, I don't think. I will take this, oops. I will take the Ariana, or the REM Gloss Cherry Cola. I'll take this one to work. As long as it doesn't dry my lips out, it should be fine, and I do want to use it up. And yeah, alright, so I will put this in here. I did try this yesterday. It's just a mini. I think it's YSL. One of their lip things. Glaze. That's thick. I didn't like how that felt on the lips. I'll use it out because I have it, so why not? You do get a decent amount of product. I could, you know what? I'll put this in my thing too. I did not fussy that though. I'll take that to work as well. I was going to use a lip liner, but for today. But I guess not. Alrighty, let's close that. So this is the makeup look. It's glowy. It's pretty. I like it. I just gotta go fix my hair. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Let me know if you have any of the products that I used today and what do you think of them. And yeah, what's your thoughts on Sigma? I know like some people, they hype Sigma up, but it's like, do they really truly like Sigma, or you just like them because you get PR? I have nothing from PR. Everything I have I bought with my own money. But yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see how it lasts. I don't remember the lasting power when I used the other Sigma palette, if it lasted me all day or not, or if I had to like reapply. So we shall see. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. If you have not done so already, go hit that like and subscribe button. And yeah, hopefully you see me back here tomorrow. I'm doing an early morning shift tomorrow, so like I said, sometimes I don't feel like doing a video at 6 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes I do though. I guess if I get a good amount of sleep tonight, if I go to bed at a decent time and not stay up till like 12:30, I should be fine, like I did last night. Anyways, guys, try and enjoy your Monday. I know most of us don't like Mondays. I kind of wish we had Mondays off. But yeah, enjoy your Monday, and I'll see you guys next time. God bless.